Right, morning people. So what we're looking at in front of me is my British Army Joint Special Forces Gore-Tex tunnel tent, hooped bivvy bag, call it what you will. Yeah, the Dutch one is of a similar design, but there's opens to the side. So this one in front, you know, you get the gist of it. So basically these are no longer made, they've been superseded by the Corinthia one. Yeah, the single and the double hooped job that they do, very posh, very expensive. These are becoming easier to find, I shall say, on eBay and other sites like that. Prices vary and so do the conditions. Now there are two versions of this available, believe it or not. There is one with a DPM top, yeah, like this one with a DPM bucket, and I have also seen a DPM bucket with a brown Gore-Tex top, dark Gore-Tex, sort of like dark brown than that. There's a couple of them, seen photos on my Instagram, and I was thinking, ooh, not quite sure about that, but you know, that's just a bit of information I'm throwing in there for you. So what are we looking at? If we go to the end, I'll give you the label. So down here on the box end of it is all the splur there. So you've got that. So you've got the NATO serial number, and then it says tunnel tent, and then it says JSF, which is Joint Special Forces. There's a date of manufacture of 1989, and then there's a number below that. So as you can see from this end here, this is heavy duty kind of PVC like my tent the other day, and then it goes along the sides and underneath to cut the costs down. Yeah, so that goes all the way along, and then on the top of it you've got the Gore-Tex bit. So what are we looking at statistic wise? 9 foot in length from end to end, 3 foot at the front, tapering down to 2 foot at the far end, and its height is from the floor to the top of the hoop on the outside is 18 inches. Yeah, so basically you've got this front box bit is your admin for your Bergen, your belt kit, whatever. Yeah, and then you've got a double zip opening at the front, and then if I just put the camera down and show you inside, that's the space you've got inside. So if you're claustrophobic, I'd give it a miss. And then all I've got on the floor there is an old US Army woodland casualty blanket, and on top of that you can fit a full-size roll mat, thermarest or the issue one, or if you've got cut down 1/3 kind of length, chuck that in there, and then happy days. Some guys chuck the old German Army elephant skin underneath it to protect it, give it a little bit more protection. I've never seen the need to, but I can if I wanted to, because I've got one. That's just an extra piece of kit to carry, but it all goes down into that bag there, and then there's the poles in that Gore-Tex sleeve. I made that because they don't come with it, and then I just made a little bag for the pegs. So other than that, that is basically what you're looking at. Prices vary. I've seen them in tatty condition with no poles for about 30 quid. The Gore-Tex on the inside, the seam seal is starting to go, but when you consider the age of some of these, because this is 1989, you know, that's just, you know, state of play in it, you know, things deteriorate. But Gore-Tex seam sealer you can buy, and if you could be bothered you could just turn it inside out and redo it yourself. You know, it's a bit faffy, but it can be done. Yeah, so prices, anything from 30 quid, like I've said, up to a ton for brand spanking new, unless you're Shovel, and he found his at a car boot sale and then had to go and get the poles, which I think cost him about 30 quid for the poles. So yeah, and the other thing with the poles are, they go into these little sleevey pockets here, and they are a bit of a pain. So if you're in a hurry or have got not a lot of patience, bear that in mind. I also need to sniper tape this white bit up. So yeah, as you can see, the wind's just gone in there and just filled it out nicely. But yeah, it's a good little system. I mean, for me it's brilliant. I really do like it. You know, it just keeps that off your face. like a normal bivvy bag does. So yeah, I mean, other than that, there's not much to say. I've got a Dutch one. If I'd thought about it, I should have brought the Dutch one out, and then I could have done a side-by-side comparison. So I'll do a review on the Dutch one at a later date. So yeah, anyway, me out.